New census data released on Thursday show the white population in the United States declined for the first time in history over the past decade. While people who identify as multiracial, Hispanic, and Asian drove much of the population growth between 2010 and 2020, the data offered a portrait of an increasingly diverse nation. The non-Hispanic white population, which remains the largest race or ethnic group, shrank by 8.6% over the decade and now accounts for 57.8% of the population, the lowest share on record. People who identify as multiracial increased by 276%, from 9 million to 33.8 million. But overall, population growth slowed, says senior demographer Mark Perry.
U.S. population growth slowed this decade. Only the 1930s had slower growth. Fewer states, metro areas, and counties had rapid population growth this decade. Population decline was widespread this decade. Most counties lost population between 2010 and 2020.
Thursday's census data release also marks the start of what will be a fierce partisan battle over redistricting, as states use the local data to begin drawing congressional and state legislative districts for the next decade. More than half of all U.S. counties lost population between 2010 and 2020, and almost all growth occurred in metropolitan areas. As in recent decades, the South and West saw more growth than the Midwest and Northeast. Electoral analysts have said Republicans, who control more state houses than Democrats, could potentially erase the Democrats' thin advantage in the House through redistricting alone.